way. Hi, this is video 268. I was at RAF Coningsby on Saturday. The BBMF Lancaster, the City of Lincoln, gave a great display for the Lincolnshire Lancaster's Members Open Day. It was a great sunny day in early autumn. 2 days later, the Evans opened and partly flooded the hangar at East Kirkby. Before I get to that, I'll finish off from last week, starting with Gerald making an intercostal which Chris had left him to do for the nose of the Lancaster.
Hello,
The lightning holes, you finally got it sussed, did you?
I have got it sussed, yes.
Good.
It all seems to be working now. So I'm making all those. So
And this is the intercostal.
intercostal for the nose.
Yeah, which Chris left you to do.
He did indeed, and he hasn't come back to supervise me. So, but yeah, that's what it is. So I'm just I've cut the holes. I've now got to polish these insides. And when they're polished, I can then push through to make the imprint there. Yeah.
Just to stop any cracking. I'll cut out the bit when you're struggling and just do the beginning and end.
The beginning and end, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's all done.
Good.
So now I've got to polish up the holes before I make the reverse bit. Yeah,
Good.
all done. Yeah, actually I'm pushing it out this time instead of making the hole. I'm now going to turn this fella around the correct way, which I shall work out in a minute. That way round. And then what happens underneath here, you've got, there's a shoulder here which forms, which pushes that out. It's on there, so that goes back on top of there where it was cut. And then this one,
This comes in.
go that way, and then that goes there, tightens that up.
Is there a stop?
Yes, it sort of physically won't go any further because you're now the aluminium has come right up against
It's trapped,
it's trapped, yeah, so it just won't go. So literally just just wind it round like that.
You put any grease or anything on it?
A little bit of oil just to help, but there's no rotation of this and the one underneath. It's purely
just
pressure
pressure.
here, so oil wouldn't actually do anything. And then it's pushed it up.
Excellent. Hang on to the other side.
Yep, pushes down.
Yeah.
And then up that way, yeah.
Great job.
Just got to make sure you got the right way around.
I'm going to say.
Put that up there.
Right, okay. So now you've started on the ribs, but you tell me these are for the tailplane. And you're going to start assembling that then, are you now?
No, we're making the ribs ready for when we're going to start the tailplane, so the ribs will be virtually done, ready to go.
That'd be good then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We'll come together
We're
quicker.
trying to get advance on that as well,
Yeah,
whilst we can't do any more on the trailing edge.
yeah.
Because we're waiting for parts for that.
And these are all from BBMF, aren't they?
That's correct. The box with all the rest of them in is round there.
Yeah,
the corner
I took a video of it last week when I saw the lid off.
Yeah.
And this is wood, it weighs a ton, doesn't it?
It's jab rock,
Jab rock.
what they call jab rock. Yeah.
It's certainly good quality.
Yeah, it's a tough nut.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's heavy duty.
yeah,
Which means you can make numerous ones.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's left and right handed.
Yeah, so you can,
That's the back end. The metal goes in there like that. That'll go on like that.
And then you've got the holes here, your
Yeah.
pegs.
There your pegs there.
Oh, you got them already in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what
How
it turns
many
out.
ribs are they on the main
Well,
part of the...
this one, it starts at 14
Yeah.
and it runs, good question that. I'm not sure, about 15 on each side.
Yeah.
So you've obviously got, yeah, it's about 15 because I've got 30 to do.
Yeah. And
So
then
they'll
there'll
left
be
and right.
a leading edge one, will there, to bank?
On this one, yes. On some of them, they're a complete rib. They've actually got the end on it already.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Some of them are complete.
Some of them are not.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're separate. Yeah.
And then this is where the elevator will sit at this end.
At that end, yeah.
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 That's a different unit altogether, isn't it? Then
Yeah.
it is.
As per those up there, yeah.
Yeah. They really are quality, aren't they?
Yeah, no expense spared on that. This is the proper job. These how
Yeah.
the formers should be made in the
Yeah.
first place.
This is part of the front spar jig support. A wooden support will fit into this channel to support the front spar. Morning, Brad.
No, Nev.
You're doing the technical bit now, are you?
Yeah, these are the really lightweight bits.
Heavy are they for you?
No, these are really light.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, these are the really lightweight bits.
Oh.
Hilariously lightweight,
Hilarious.
actually. Yeah. It's rather amusing, actually, how little they weigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is just the trial fitting phase.
Can you put them back in a different order? I know you keep them in the correct cylinder.
I think, yeah, as long as because they're all on, but because I'm renewing all the shells,
Yeah.
then yes, in theory, you can put them in any order you like.
Yeah.
In fact, when I came to it,
Are they all burned in the same areas? Are they all similar?
yeah, they're all fairly uniform, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're in remarkable condition.
Yeah.
It's quite a low compression engine, so it doesn't really get that much hammer.
No.
And obviously,
A good sized piston, aren't they?
yeah.
What,
Well,
4 litre, is it? 2 litre?
Do you know? I'm not sure. I know the bore is 3 5/8 inch, which is the performance model because the originals are 3.5 inch bore, and these ones they have an entire eighth more capacity. But I can't remember the actual capacity. It's not something I ever really needed to know.
No.
But yeah, so the crank's in. I'm just waiting for
That's
some.
what I was looking for. Sorry you're doing
Just
that.
waiting for some new crush washers, but that's in and nice and smooth. I just had to dress this end shell. One of the shells was not quite right, so I just had to dress that slightly. And I mean slightly, it was thousandths of an inch.
Yeah.
But it's alright, the cam's back in. Runs in there obviously. And
Yeah. Do you have to? Well, obviously, I have to set it.
yeah, it's quite easy because there's timing marks on the pulley, on the
Yeah.
drive wheel. This therefore must be the crank. See that dot there?
Yep.
That aligns with these 2 dots here.
I see. Yes.
So you just put them on, make sure they're in the right place, and bolt it all down.
Right,
So.
yeah. And what about the timing for the power for the electrics for the
mag,
spark?
yeah. You just it's as any other. You set number 1 at top dead centre, and then you can set your
No.
mouse gear driven.
Gear driven. Oh, so it's easy. Well, reasonably easy then.
Yeah, well, as a lot of these old things were.
I was thinking of modern times.
No, a lot of the. So that's the mag,
Yeah.
which sits obviously in the side of the engine, and it's actually driven by the oil pump, which in turn is driven by the camshaft. So you don't really need to see wherever the oil pump is.
Yeah.
But that's in this section of the cam, which you can see if you come. I don't know if you can see down there.
Oh, down that hole.
Yeah. You see that the serrations there?
May be able to.
But that's how the oil pump is driven, and in turn the oil pump drives the mag.
Yeah.
So you have to put the oil pump in first, get the engine in the right position, and then put the mag on.
Mag on, yeah.
And the mag's really heavy.
Not hilariously heavy.
Not hilariously heavy,
No,
no,
but
this is sort of, yeah, this is round of applause heavy, you know, it's not.
It won't be too long before you're reassembling then.
No, I'm hoping next week to have it in there.
Yeah. Well, get the crankcase in and the gearbox.
Frame in. Yeah, well the gearbox already in. Get that frame in and on, and then work out how I'm going to actually get the engine in, because it's, as we've discussed, extremely heavy. So it's not as easy as just picking it up and putting it in. It's going to be quite awkward, that, because this is where you'll be able to see what I was meaning in the last video about where the crank actually sits. So there's nothing that goes on the bottom of this. You drop it into this. You drop that whole block into this.
Into there,
so the crank sits there.
Yeah.
Which means when it's on the bench, the correct way up, you have to support it.
Yes. Yeah.
Which, when you've not got an oil pump on or any pipe work, it's easier.
Yeah. You'll assemble it without the oil working, will you?
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's the oil pump.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Yes.
There you go. That's how it all works.
Yeah.
But actually, that's what it looked like. So that's the oil pump set.
So once you've got the oil pump on, you've got to be quite careful not to.
That's not going on until it's actually in the tractor.
Oh, is it? No.
That's a sling that you're supposed to use, which picks up on the middle cylinder head.
Yeah, bolt.
Cylinder head bolt. Yeah, but just on the one.
Is it balanced for that?
Yeah, but there's a hell of a lot of weight hanging on that, and I don't like the idea of it. So we're going to do it my way.
Yeah.
But it also makes it easier for when I do put the head on. I've not got to fight against the bench moving, because it'll be in the tractor.
Yeah, that's true.
So we can drop it in there, work all around it, and assemble it in pieces. It's all been assembled, as you saw on the bench.
Yeah.
It's all together.
Yeah. And you can still get all these copper joints. Are the copper?
This is paper.
Paper.
Just paper, yeah, or cling right. Get them in a pack. That's the cork gasket for the sump.
Do you put a joint in paste between them, the paper joints, or grease?
We don't on the aeroplane, unless it specifically says so, but I'm going to put well seal on.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take it off again if I can help it.
No.
But the top.
Oh yeah, that's the copper.
Yeah, and again that goes down with well seal.
Yeah.
Exhaust and stuff. Yeah, there's these companies out that are still doing this. We use a company called davidbrownparts.com or limited.
Yeah.
And they're really good. They're really supportive of whatever you're doing. So.
That's good then.
Yeah.
You've got all the bits to complete it now then.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting for anything else. I'm waiting for some new thrust washers, as I say.
Yeah.
I ordered the wrong one.
Oh. Things that have been improved from 40 years ago.
Well, before anybody does write in, as I'm sure they will, these are supposed to be locked. It's on as a trial at the moment. They are locked tabs.
Oh, you haven't got the locking tabs on?
I have got them. I'm just not fitting because it's all coming off again.
Yeah.
These are the tabs, but it's there purely just to make sure the clearances are right at the moment, and it's all coming apart again.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
No. You go and get locking tabs on. They're not going to drop
They're
out.
going to be locked, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's
okay,
covered
Brad,
about
that's
everything,
it.
Isn't it?
Thanks a lot. Dave started to prepare the second skin to fit around the door frame. Okay, Jake was going to tell us how the wing supports are adjusted.
So we've got our beam sat up here at the minute.
Sorry?
We've got our beam sat up here at the minute, just sat on the plate,
Yeah.
right? But the way it's going to be adjusted is exactly like we adjusted the pedestals with a set screw that's threaded all the way up and 2 nuts so that we can adjust the height and get the height right.
So will you have a pedestal there or just the head of the bolt?
But that is the pedestals, and then a nut at the bottom to secure it all down. And then you can adjust this using these 2 nuts.
That's what you want, so with the nut, tighten the nut up or down to adjust it.
Yeah.
Heavy rain throughout the UK for the last 24 hours, leaving the roads bad coming here to the Lincolnshire Aviation Heritage Centre, and the bottom of the hangar was underwater. A quick recap on the door frame. To create the door opening, they cut through former 32. This leaves the frame with a weak point. So to strengthen up this area, 3 skins will be fitted to the door frame. The first skin is 71 thou thick, followed by 2 skins 25,000th of an inch thick, one on top of the other. And if you go this side, you can see the first skin, which is about, from the door frame, about 3 or 4 inches in. I've got both sides done, so they've cracked on. Right. This is part of the front spar jig support. A wooden support will fit into this channel to support the front spar. Well, this is good. Oops. I see you've got your second skin in.
Oh yeah, I've cracked on, yeah. I'll be out on in a minute. But...
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that? The other dolphin with the plugs.
On other duties.
How will you go on when you come to put all 3 skins on? You'll put obviously the first skin on, the small skin first.
Yeah.
How are you going to hold that up while you put the second and third skin on?
They're actually tacked on with little 332 rivets.
Oh, I see.
So once
once this is all done, I'll take it off and get painted, and then I'll put the little ones back on, do some little two holes through the stringers in between the rivet fixtures, just a few, and then tack it on in place. That's how the old ones are put on. I think they've got the original little tack rivet holes in.
And do you tack this one on as well?
Yeah, tack that one on, then tack that one on as well, and then obviously then the skins can go on top, drill through, and rivet on. Otherwise it'd be a bit of a juggling that, wouldn't it?
Why is this cut away here like that?
It's going to get trimmed down level. I've just roughly done it.
Yeah, I noticed there's one at the top, and I wondered why.
Yeah, I'm just going to, once this is drilled up, I'll mark it with a scribe and then trim it level. I'm saying at the top.
It looks a good, neat job, Dave.
Yeah, Phil hasn't seen it yet, he hasn't been back to see it.
Who?
Phil.
Oh, hasn't he?
He hasn't been back to sign it off and say he's happy with it, I'm sure. It's quite a thick old chunk, isn't it?
You'll have to cut a bit off this edge still, or what?
No, it'll just sorry,
Go back to the
it'll be level with the former, both ends, and then the same at the bottom, I'll trim that to level with the string.
But they've only got a strip running along here, just one strip.
The strip behind there,
yes,
we've not put that back in because we had a look at it, and because that inside one is tapered down, it didn't make any sense to leave because we had that strip in there. When you come to rivet through there, it'd be a big jog or dent force in. So we've got rid of it, and it just blends in, and then once you've got the other skin on top, you won't even notice. I had a word with John, and he said, we'll just leave it out. I think it's just to hold the two skins together.
I was going to say, are you going to put
I think
it comes down here, doesn't it? You're not putting rivet holes down there in between the
No, but I think it's some that go across. I'll show you on the originals here. I think it's like rivets them together. As you can see it, there's your string, and then in between you've got these X holes in. I'm sure that's just a rivet.
The other one together.
That will they'll hold that one to that one, and these will go through the outer skin.
3 sheets.
They'll
hold 3 sheets. No,
3 sheets
here,
there.
2 sheets. Of course, it's the other way around.
So I've noticed them. So I have to pitch them as well.
So how's this going now then, Chris? What are you doing now on here?
So I've just done the 2 intercostals. Just need to fettle the one on the right. Just needs a little bit of fettling at the bottom for the angle. Because as it folds over, it's more of a sharp angle at the top than it is at the bottom. And obviously, like I mentioned before, when you're forming aluminium over a wooden, you get a little bit of spring back on it. So I've just got to fettle. So the left one I've trial fitted, so that's alright. So that's
okay.
That's in. So the right hand one now is just like I said, it's got a little bit of fettling to do at the bottom angle. And then once them are in, then I start on the longer ones then. See what I mean?
You'll take them out one at a time.
So I'll get these ones, so the inner ones, I'll get the angle brackets in, 2.4 the holes, and then just gripper them up so they're in place, and then I can take the outboard one out then. Just keeps its shape and all that kind of stuff. So I'll take that out, make a new one of them, same with the other side, and then the dreaded formers, these next.
You're back on these again?
Back on these,
the
size of them.
The larger ones.
Massive, aren't they?
They could quite easily go banana shape as well, couldn't they, that size?
Yeah, exactly. Thankfully the bend radius is not too bad. I mean, at the bottom, especially at the top, the bend radius on the upper one is quite sharp. Quite a tight bend radius. These are not too bad, so hopefully it shouldn't.
These are just in 2 sections with a joint here.
2 sections, and it runs through to the escape hatch.
Be interesting to see you make those.
Very
What is there, just 2 to do?
So then 2 to do.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, once they're all fitted, how strong it is. But when you take them out, like spaghetti, isn't it? Wobbling all over.
Look how thin the material is you're using.
Yeah, exactly. Wobbling all over.
Good. Okay, Chris.
That's
thank
all.
you.
I never.
Now then, Jacob.
How we doing?
Yeah, John said you was on here doing the
Doing a bit of
the wooden
carpentry.
work
Bit
for
of
the
carpentry today, yeah. Something a bit different. Something I'm a bit more comfortable with.
Oh, are you? Oh,
Yeah.
you are, because you do videos of carpentry, don't you?
Yeah. My granddad was a carpenter, so
Yeah.
I got taught all the old school ways of doing stuff. And probably be able to like, why isn't he using a router and all this stuff? But the problem is it's all trial and error.
Yeah.
And I've got to try and fettle it in so it fits.
Yeah.
But if I take too much off,
So on this, well, this is for the towards the wing end, is it? This
towards
piece?
the root end, yeah.
Oh, you put in two of these in though?
Yeah, so the other
separately.
one's over here. So the other one is just a simple curve because it's an L. The spar in that bit is L section, but the spar further up, it becomes sort of like a U channel.
Yeah, that
So
does it.
yeah,
Yes, because it's upside down, isn't
it's
it?
thicker.
Yeah. I'm with it now, yeah.
I'll show you if you like.
Yeah.
So in the middle here.
Oh, this is the yeah.
In the middle here, it's just an L section.
Yeah.
So obviously that's going to fit up there, but so that will sit.
Right, let me get up there. That'll fit there, I see.
Yeah. But on the inside of the L is a slight radius. That's why I'm having to radius this slightly. And then up here, you can see up there.
Oh yeah, you've got that lip coming up, haven't
That
you?
lip.
Extra
That's what I'm
support.
making the U channel for. So that
Yeah.
will sit into that.
What about the bolts? Are you drilling holes where the bolts
So-
will go through?
What we're going to do is get the wood ready to go and then wind it up on the steel supports so the bolts make an indent, and then we can drill
Yeah,
where the bolts are
yeah,
rather than trying to look at it and guess. And
yeah. You're not doing one big piece of wood to fit across then?
no, so this will just sit inside here.
Ah, I'm with you now, yeah. Yeah. And just slide
Because
it.
we don't need a bit of wood the whole length because we're only supporting that bit, you see.
Yeah. That is for this end, obviously.
Yeah, and then the
The
longer
other one
piece
is
is
for for there, yeah. Oh, good, right. Tell Jacob. So you've got one either side to put in of these, have you? The groove
yeah.
either side.
But what I'm going to do is get this one to fit first, and then this needs the length of this needs fettling slightly.
Yeah.
So I'll mark up where the other groove needs to go once I know this one sits right.
And there'll be clearance in there, will they? The support will be on this face.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is just a clearance.
So it'll actually be touching there and in there.
Oh well, you can get it and touch both.
Yeah, and then this bit here hopefully will sit into that radius that I was saying about.
Yeah.
And it will sort of wedge the piece of wood in as well
Yeah.
to where the spar is.
Oh, good. Dennis still on holiday?
No, he got back, but it was too wet earlier, so we went home.
Oh,